So one of the biggest fears folks have is messing up the tile job. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean installing this beautiful tile, but it turning out terrible and looking bad. That would be a huge catastrophe, right? Because then either you're gonna have to live with it or tear it out. And I don't think anybody wants to live with a terrible looking tile job, and nobody wants to tear out tile. It's a huge mess. So what are some tools that you can use to help you get perfect looking grout joints and your tile nice and level and even? Well, I'm going to share those tools with you right now. So this first tool is the Bosch Professional GLL 3-15 laser level. This is phenomenal. Second tool is the laser jam. When you combine this with the laser level, now you have a powerful set of tools for tiling. So this little knob on the bottom of the laser level, it comes with the laser jam. Then you just slide it into place and you tighten it down. You can see that when I tap the laser level, it self-levels itself. Now we're going to turn it on. The laser jam goes from the floor the whole way up to the ceiling. It's basically a jam that holds the laser level in place for you. And what's cool about this is there's this handle here that you press down on it, and this adjusts the height of the laser jam. So here's your laser level right here. This is your vertical line, this is your horizontal line. I don't have these lined up exactly, but the vertical line can be lined up with a grout joint, and make sure that your vertical tiles are exactly lined up. The horizontal line can line up with your horizontal tiles and make sure that they are lined up horizontally and nice and level. Lasers are pretty cool, although I probably shouldn't be doing that. So here's another really basic tool. This is a carpet knife. Why do you want a carpet knife for tiling? Well, it's real simple. When you put the tiles on the wall, sometimes, depending on how much thinset you have behind this and how much thinset you have on the edges, you'll have thinset that oozes out into the grout joint. How do you remove that thinset? Well, with a carpet knife like this. Before I go any further, I do want to mention one thing. Carpet knives are super sharp, so be careful when you use them. Also, be very careful when you run them between your grout joints, because this is KERDI-BOARD, this is my waterproofing panel here. I don't want to pierce that, because if I do that, it's going to ruin the waterproofing membrane of the KERDI-BOARD. You may even want to dull the carpet knife before cleaning out any of the grout joints. So it's as simple as scraping out the grout joint while the thinset is still soft. And this is a huge help when you go to grout your tile. So you might be thinking, what the heck are those things in between the tiles and the grout joint? Well, these are SeamClips. They're called Tuscan SeamClips. And what they do is compress the tiles together and create a nice even transition. It eliminates what's called lippage. So this should be a smooth transition. You can use Tuscan SeamClips on vertical tiles and horizontal floor tiles. Now, some people argue that you don't need them if you're a good tile setter, but I find that they do two things. Not only do they eliminate the tile lippage, but they help compress the tiles into the thinset even more and ensure that that bond is very, very good. Now, you should be compressing the tiles into the thinset as you move along, but the SeamClips help out with that. These are Horseshoe shims. These are 1/16 Horseshoe shims. And what they do is provide you with a nice even grout joint, because the Tuscan SeamClips, they're 1/32 of an inch thick. They're not thick enough to provide you with a nice grout joint. So you have to put the Horseshoe shim in between them. Now the Tuscan SeamClips go 2 to 3 inches from the edge edge of the tile, and you also want them every 6 to 10 inches. Now in this setup, this is a slightly more angled tile, and this is a vertical tile. I couldn't put them right here because it just wouldn't work out. But as you can see, we followed that pattern in the field of the tile. So the SeamClips and the Horseshoe shims, they help you get perfect grout joints and prevent tile lippage. It just makes your tile job look so much better. So there you go. Those are some quick tips on tiling a shower or a tub surround. Let me know what your questions are down below. If you want to learn how to get a great looking tile job by installing an awesome waterproofing membrane behind it, you can watch our KERDI-BOARD videos right here. Those are phenomenal step-by-step tutorials on how to install KERDI-BOARD and set yourself up for an amazing looking tile job. That's it for today. Again, ask me any question you want down below. I may not have the answer to every single question, but I'll do my best to help you out. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Have a great day.